Kadogaya. Kadogaya, I am Marolt, and welcome back. Welcome back? No, welcome to a new series shit thingy, new league. There we go. Actually, not a new league, since it's the PCL. Again, season 4 is here. Woo! And I'm super excited. The draft happened like on Friday, like a couple of days ago. And yeah, well, I don't know. And this is the, of course, our team analysis. For those of you who don't know what is PCL, that is Pokemon Champions League. It is currently on the season 4. I joined last season, that means on season 3. I joined it. It was actually my first kind of league, my first competitive league, so it kind of means a lot to me. God damn it! And this, of course. It's not a Marolt video if I don't have to fix my hair.
One eternity later.
Okay, I'm back. So yeah, for those of you, I was saying, for those of you who don't know, what PCL is, it's a GBA style draft league format, all that good stuff. And yeah, it was my first competitive league last year. I mean, not last year. Last season was my first competitive league, and so that's why it kind of means a lot to me. Unfortunately, I didn't get to. I made the playoffs last year. I had a great record. I went like 10-2, I think it was. But then because it was the finals time, and I couldn't really prep for my semifinals game, and I lost in semifinals to Harshal. Well, and Harshal went and won the league. So I guess I think that makes me third in the whole season. So yeah, I was third, let's say, in the last season. This season I hope to do better. Not like that I did badly in the first one, but I honestly I want to win a league. Although I'm not so sure that is gonna happen, because honestly, the competition this year is super high, it's super tough. We have some new people from the D League, and honestly, I know that there are some very good players in this league in season 4. So it's gonna be a great league. It's probably gonna be one of the best competitive leagues, like on the right now. The best movesets, not the best, like the best movesets. What am I saying? Okay, it's gonna be a great league. Okay, probably one of the best, from a competitive point. There are gonna be some of the best matches you can imagine in competitive Pokemon. That's how I feel like. Because I know for myself that I can provide that, and I know that there's plenty of people which can do that as well. I think I would say that I am in the toughest conference, because I have I should probably have that open on the screen, but I'm in my conference. There's the Amsterdam Rams, the Guangzhou Gallades, and the Real Sociedad. So that's actually funny. We are the most international. We're the most international freaking conference. We have, I mean, Guangzhou Gallades. Yeah, he's not really. He's American, but the team itself is kind of Chinese. We have a dude from Amsterdam, so from Netherlands, Spain, and then there's me, of course, from Slovenia. But yeah, anyway, why do foreign people play Pokemon so good, so well? Huh? That's a good question. Because if you remember Isu, we battled him in the season 3 only once, and it was a tough battle. It was probably one of the hardest battles for me to win. Because I know that he is a great player. Unfortunately for him, he also had his finals, so he kind of threw away a last of his season 3 games because of finals, and he didn't even make the playoffs. But I'm pretty sure that he's gonna want some revenge for that, so he's gonna be even more pumped up for season 4. So Guy from Amsterdam Rams, he's also a very good player. He knows what he's doing, and same with Modern Erasmus and his Guangzhou Galates. He was actually the dude who won the PCL D League. So yeah, our conference, or our division, no, our conference. It's conference or division. Well, anyway, our group is, it's gonna be super tough, and there are gonna be some great battles. So yeah. By the way, why am I talking so much? Anyway, here's the team. Here's the team. We have a team here. Now it's not. It's first at first glance, it might not look like the best team in the world, and there are some flaws. I see some flaws in it. I have some stuff which I would personally like. I would rather have some more stuff. For example, like I'm gonna say it straight away. I don't have any hazard removal, except for Zatu, you know, which gets magic bounce and defog, not at the same time. So if I want to run magic bounce, I can't have defog, and if I want to run defog, I can't have magic bounce. So that's kind of tough. Granted, I have some spikes, spike setting on my side with Roserade, and many of my mons get stealth rocks. So I guess I can pressure my opponent to defog for me if that comes to it. But yeah, I would like a spinner, but I guess in the end I just didn't really get one. I wasn't able to get one, so yeah. Anyway, otherwise I'm pretty happy with the team because it's like a sand trick room team, which is kind of weird because if usually when you go sand, that means that you go offense, like fast, hyper offense. But if you go trick room, you go like bulky offense. So what I'm trying to say here, my team can go fast and it can go slow, which is very nice. So first round, these are, by the way, these are in the way I picked them, in the order I picked them. So first was my Landorus. This is Sand Force only because Sheer Force is in fact banned. But still, Sand Force in the sand is gonna do a lot of damage, like a lot of damage, and I still think that it's worth of the first round pick. It definitely is, because these stats are not to mess around with and not to joke around with, because 125 attack, 115 special attack, and 101 speed. That 101 speed is just perfect. If I run it Scarf, that means that I outspeed pretty much base 100 Pokemon everyone. And there's a lot of base 100 mons which, you know, don't like to be outsped. So yeah, that's nice. Landorus Incarnate, I don't know. It gets a lot of moves, a lot of coverage, which is nice. Calm Mind, I could go double dance. By the way, yeah, okay. So before I start this, Z moves. This year, in PCL Season 3, we only had one Z-Mon, which could use every Z-move possible. This season, however, there are like... you pick your 3 Z-Mons. 2 of them can only use offensive Z-moves, and 1 can use every single Z-move. So yeah, I don't know the nicknames. I don't know nicknames. I'll figure the nicknames out. But yeah, so Landorus is my offensive Z-move user, and so is kommo-o. No, so is Stoutland. I have Stoutland and Landorus as offensive Z-move users. I'll get to Stoutland when I get to it. And my status and every Z-move is kommo-o. So yeah, I'll talk about that when I get there. But so just that we know. A lot of coverage, outrage, knockoff. I mean, great for Z-move. Gravity as well. Rock Tomb. Landorus is overall a great Pokemon. In the sand, it's gonna do even more damage. And yeah, that's really it. I don't really know what more to say about Landorus. Except for it's a monster. It's a powerhouse. I'm gonna use it well. Hopefully I'm gonna use it well. And yeah. That's it. So, going for sand, of course, we need a sand setter. Tyranitar, I was thinking of going Mega Tyranitar, but not really, because I wanted Mega Camerupt, because that was my... people were asking me, like, what's your game plan? What's your draft plan? I didn't really have a plan. I just wanted to go kind of, you know, with it. And I've said before, I actually talked to Agron with this, and I told him that I've never gone for Wither in leagues, so I might try that, and seeing that the Landorus did in fact make it to, well, my I was number 8, so not the best position for drafting, but I got Landorus anyway. So yeah, I got it, which is kind of weird because Excadrill, there are like 3 sand teams in this league, which is kind of crazy. Mine's the best though, like no doubt about it. Jazz. That's not a sand team. You can't call that a sand team. Also, what's great about this PCL Season 4 is that a lot of people will make their videos on these battles, because I'm very excited for that and looking forward. Why do I take so much time? Jesus Christ, every single time I take so much. Okay, so Tyranitar Sandstream. Sandstream is its main job, apart from, along with, crazy moveset as well. Dragon Dance, special physical, Scarf even, because Scarf can outspeed some of the Megas and, Ice Beam it, or basically, and great defensively, great offensively. With Sandstream gives that special defense boost. Defenses are great, attack is great, special attack is also like decent. Base 95 is not bad at all. Items, of course, anything I wanted to, depending on my opponent. But yeah, Tyranitar is here. Here, so we have next. I decided, why not? Why not? I've never had a Milotic in a league. I have never had my mascot in. So I guess PCL Season 4 is where we're at. And yeah, I'm very happy with Milotic. I've never used it. I hope I'm gonna use it well. It gets like it's pretty much standard bulky water type. With Flame Orb in no, not competitive, Marolt scale. With Flame Orb in Sun and Moon, which only takes 6%, Milotic is a motherfucking monster. It really is. It takes physical hits like it's nothing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I also have like some competitive shenanigans going on in my mind already, because there's a bunch of Intimidate mons that were drafted. For example, landorus-I, Lando-T, Incarnate. I don't know. The Intimidate Landorus. I don't know. I never know which ones they are. The Terrain, yeah, has Intimidate. I know Agron has that. I'm probably gonna bring competitive versus him. Because if you get that plus 2 speed, well, no, I mean plus 2 special attack, that can be like a sweep. A sweep can happen. But yeah, so that's it. That's mainly it. Recover, Scald, Ice Beam, Haze, Dragon Tail, a defensive beast, Magic Coat, Mirror Coat, even maybe screens sometime. Yeah. So that's it. That's it. I hope it's that she's not gonna disappoint me. That Grace is not gonna disappoint me. I don't know why I named her Grace, but I just like the name. So yeah, moving on, we have Stoutland. Round 4 pick. People were kind of weirded about it, but for me, it's honestly a decent round 4 pick, especially as I said, because there are like 3 sand teams going on, and I really wanted Stoutland because it's honestly Stoutland. Looking at its stats, it works outside of sand as well, because Intimidate could be a good ability, Sand Rush is a good ability, and Scrappy is a good ability as well. So all great abilities, which I'm gonna use. So yeah, that's basically it. Coverage is crazy. As a normal type, that normal types get like all the crazy. It gets fire type moves: Psychic, Fairy, Dark, Fighting. Gets pretty much everything. Because with that only, like Play Rough, Psychic Fangs, gets Steel types moves as well. Gets pretty much everything, right? So, me going for a Z move on Stoutland, I don't think it's a bad choice as well. Not as well at all. It's not a bad choice at all. Because for example, let me tell you a calc. If I go Scrappy and a superpower into Z move, into Fightinium Z, this has a chance to, like a 50% chance to Oko a max defense Mega Sableye, which is not bad. Not bad at all. And that's like, especially if they don't expect like Scrappy. So if I first go for return, I'm gonna hit them, of course, and then I can just finish them off with a superpower. So that's nice. Like, the defenses are decent as well. 85, 90, 90. That's decent for defenses. So Stoutland is gonna be a great mon. I hope it's gonna do well as well. Because, you know, as I said, Sand Rush or Scrappy. Because the Steam I built around, it doesn't function so solely on freaking sand. Because as I said before, it's a sand Trick Room team, so I can do both sand, Sandstorm and Trick Room. So I can go Scrappy or Sand Rush or even Intimidate if that would be a thing, you know. Because Intimidate is always nice for some mons. But yeah, coverage. I think this is gonna be a good mon to have a Z move on. Because look, it gets dark types. I said that: dark, fire, fighting, ice, steel, fairy. I said dark already. Electric. So those are 7 types, and with do you get any ground? You get dig. So even ground, yeah, even ground could be a possibility. So I can pretty much run every Z move, almost every Z move that I can think of. Do you get bug moves? No, you don't. You probably don't. No, you don't. So I guess I can't run Savage Spin Out, but I mean, who's gonna run Savage Spin Out? No. But for real, Stoutland, I think it's gonna be a okay mon. So okay, moving on. I need to do my grass, fire, water core because I have the plan to draft Mega Camerupt in the back. I thought I said to myself that I'm gonna do it. So yeah, Roserade, I pick up a grass type. Again, can be like decently fat, can be fast, Choice Scarf, physically defensive, offensively, like just fast support, spikes, T-spikes. Technician with hidden power is a great move to have. Natural cure if I build it defensively. I'm very happy with Roserade. I'm decently confident with it as well. I know how to use it, so that's gonna be a great thing to have. 125 is a great freaking attack. Great base special attack. Even non-invested, it's gonna do some damage to some people. So yeah, that's nice. Of course, not to mention Dazzling Gleam gets that extra sensory, decent coverage. Poison and grass is a great. It's a great type actually. With Technician, Hidden Power, Fire, yeah, pretty much. It's a good mon. It's a good mon. So yeah, moving on. I have Silvally, and I have all types. I have every Silvally type. Because in Season 3, again, you could only choose 4 types, but now in Season 4, I have every type. And you guys have no idea. I swear to God, I will make Silvally great. Make Silvally great again. No, but for real. Every type, depending on the matchup of my opponents, I can bring any type Silvally. And that's so fucking great for me. Because, you know, I consider myself a great prepper. I prepare, like, decently well for my opponents. And I see the holes in my opponent's teams. I see what puts in a lot of work. And if I see, like, okay, if he doesn't really have much for flying, much defensively for flying types, boom, Silvally Flying's here. Let's go. Flying, Fairy, that was Fairy. I mean, Fairy as well. Fairy is one thing I need as well, because as you see, Carbang is not really the best Fairy. But yeah, let's say Flying, boom. We have multi-attack, Flying, bam. Do you get any other flying type moves? You get Air Slash. Ooh, nice. That's a good thing to have as well. Basically, Silvally it's fucking awesome. Plus, not to mention, it gets Parting Shot. Of course, along with U-turn, and so that's some momentum in my favor. Explosion Explosion's nice to have. Crazy coverage, as I said before. Sandstorm, even if I want to set up Sandstorm for my freaking Landorus or Stoutland later. Try attack, yeah. So basically, and base 95, as it may seem like it's not a lot, but it's actually like it's okay. Base 95. Oh, that's only 5 lower than, you know, all the mythical Pokemon. So like Mew, Celebi, Manaphy, and stuff like that. So it's actually okay. Silvally is gonna be great. He is gonna be a great part of my team. But yeah, anyway, moving on. We have kommo-o. We have our Z-mon, every Z move kommo-o. I don't know why I picked kommo-o. I needed a dragon type, and I needed a fighting type. So kommo-o was a great pick for me. And I don't think I'm too weak to fairy, because I have, you know, Mega Camo, I have Klinklang, I have Roserade, I have Silvally that can be anything. So fairy is not a big problem for me. And bulletproof and soundproof. Again, I can choose which ability to go for depending on my opponent's team. Soundproof and bulletproof can both be used. Now, why is this my Z move user? Well, because it gets so much setup that I mean, I guess I didn't really know which mon to choose as my every Z move user, so I just went with kommo-o mainly because, you know, because of Z bulk up, of Z work up, Z it gets decent coverage on both the special and physical side. Z Belladrum is a thing, because Z Belladrum restores your health. Z Sandstorm or Z basically Z weather move. Z Scary Face is something as well. I think that I'm not telling what it is, but that's a tech I'm gonna use. Iron Defense as well. So yeah, kommo-o, I think it's gonna be a good mon for my Z move users. I mean, as my Z move user. I hope I don't regret it, but I probably won't, because as I said, Z Work Up, Z Bulk Up, Z Belly Drum, Z what did I say again? I don't know. Z Scary Face. Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, so that's Z Sandstorm and stuff like that. Get Sandstorm. kommo-o is gonna be great. Again, as I said, both physically and specially, it can be offensive. Like choice specs, if I want to do with the clanging skills. How do you say clanging scales? 110. So that's a strong ass move. So I don't have to drop Dracos, you know, stuff like that. Focus Blast. Great stab. Focus Blast is probably gonna miss though. But yeah, anyway. So moving on. Let's do this shit quickly because I'm taking way too much time for this. I need a hazard removal. And I see. Okay, Xatu gets Magic Bounce. That's nice. It gets Defog as well. But as I said, you can't have Defog and Magic Bounce and on the same set. You have to go with Synchronize and Defog, or Magic Bounce and no Defog. But Magic Bounce is a cool ability. Flying type, Flying Psychic is also a type that I could use, and well, I did. So Baton Pass is legal. You don't you can't pass stats though. That's the thing that was said. Decent coverage, like it can be offensive, defensive, fast, bulky support. I don't really know Xatu that well. Can you be physical? No, not really. I know Calm Mindset is a thing. Magic Code, some decent coverage as psychic types usually get. Choice Scarf Trick, that's a nice thing to have. Just looking at it. Future Sight could be a cool tech. Silver Wind, Sunny Day. Teleport. Trick Room. Oh, gets Trick Room. Yeah, that's an important thing as well. This is where I started my Trick Room team, building my Trick Room part of the team. Xatu gets Trick Room as well, which is nice. And what I like about Xatu and what I like about Klinklang, you're gonna see next, is that they're decently fast, okay? And they both get like Trick Room and then a move to switch out. Xatu gets U-turn or Baton Pass if you want that. And Klinklang here, I'm gonna go for gets Volt Switch. Gets Volt Switch and gets Trick Room. So yeah, that's nice because if I make it faster, that means I set up Trick Room, and if there's a mon that's slower, like outside of Trick Room, if it's slower than me, I just set up Trick Room. That means that I'm gonna be slower after Trick Room, and he attacks me. I take the hit, and I Volt Switch out, or I U-turn out with my Xatu into my camera, my sweeper, because under Trick Room, this thing is a monster. 145, Sheer Force, Earth Power, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Heat Wave, whatever, you know, Rock Slide even. Because 120 and 145, that's crazy good. I could even go Eruption if I wanted to, but Fire Blast does pretty much the same with Sheer Force, although Fire Blast misses. But yeah, that's it. Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, Substitute. I have like a rest talk sets in mind, like defensively, because defensively, water. I mean, no, fire ground is, yes, it's weak to water like 4 times, so hidden power water is gonna be a thing. But then again, not really, because if they want to run hidden power water, my Landorus can take it. They can't run like hidden power ice and hidden power water at the same time, so that's a good thing. Camerupt and Landorus have like, although they are both ground types, they really don't, because Camerupt resists ice. I mean, it's neutral to ice, and Landorus is immune to ground, which is nice. So they kind of work nicely together. But yeah, Mega Camo, as I said, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be very nice. It's gonna be the main wall breaker. Ancient Power is a thing as well. If I don't want to go Rock Slide. But yeah, that's it. As I said, Zatu gets Trick Room, U-turn. Same with Klinklang. I needed a Steel type, and I'm actually really happy with Klinklang, because Klinklang has. I'm pretty sure it's underestimated. It's super underestimated, because it gets like shift gear. That's a thing. The only problem is that I'm gonna miss gear grind, like probably a lot. Shift gear and gear grind is a good thing to have. Wild charge for the bulky water types after I set up, so I can like substitute and set up. I can use it defensively, as I said, with Trick Room and Volt Switch. And yeah, that's basically it for Klinklang. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. Gets gravity as well. I know that. Like, do you? Yep, it gets. So that's nice tech to have with my Landorus and or Camerupt. Trick Room, Magic Coat. I said that Rock Polish. Not gonna use Rock Polish. Shift Gear is probably gonna be the thingy. T-Wave, Toxic. So it can be support or full on offense. So yeah, I like Klinklang. I actually used Klinklang. No, I used Klang in an off season of the PCL, which was actually my first league. So not season 3, but before the season 3 started, there was the monotype off season, and I used Klang there with Eviolite. So I know I'm familiar with Klinklang as well as I'm with Roserade. So I hope that I'm gonna do well. Yeah, because I'm familiar with a lot of these mons. I'm not really, Tyranitar not so much. That's why I didn't use it as my Zmon either. Because I don't really know how to use Tyranitar as much as I know. Like, for example, Milotic. I know some calcs at the top of my head. Because I've used it a lot. Same with Roserade and Klinklang. Silvally is gonna be great. Oh yeah, and by the way, last mon is Carbing. I chose it because it's another Trick Room setter. It's a Fairy type. So those are two main stuff. I can set up Trick Room, I can Explode, I can set up Rocks, that's a thing as well. I can basically set up Trick Room and Explode and prepare for my Camerupt again. Magic Coat, I can run it offensively, or defensively, not offensively. I'm not gonna run it offensively, but you know, it's defensively, it's a beast. It gets some cool moves with Sandstorm. Can set up Sandstorm as well as Trick Room, so that's nice. Wonder Room, I guess if we battle a Chansey or a Blissey, Wonder Room is gonna be a thing. Maybe Swagger, Smackdown, Skull Swap. Yeah, some nice moves. Clear Body, Sturdy is a good ability to have, because that means that Mental Herb, Sturdy, pretty much guarantees me the Trick Room. So yeah, Carbing, although it's not like the best mon, it's a good mon, it's a good fairy type. But if I'm gonna need a fairy type, I'm gonna go with Silvally, you know, offensively. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for our season 4 PCL draft. As I said, I would like another hazard removal, like a spinner, but I couldn't really get it. What can you do? But yeah, that's it for me. That's for my draft. I explained a little bit what I want to do, why I drafted some of this stuff. I think I can do well with the Sand Room. I'm just gonna call Sand Room. With the Sand Room team, I think I can do well this season. And if you think that as well, if you of course are rooting for the Slovenia Slowbros, be sure to leave a like down below. Yes, if you're excited, all that good stuff. Also, let me know in the comment section below. Give me like suggestions for nicknames. Suggestions for nicknames for these mons. Pretty much everything except for Milotic. She has her name already. Wait, I didn't do the shiny thingy. I usually do the shiny thingy. Nope, I don't like you. You're not very different, are you? Oh, you are. No, I don't like you shiny either. Southland, what are you shiny? Ooh, that's kind of nice. Goldish. I must say I like you better. Oh, Roserade. I know that. Yeah, Roserade is gonna be shiny definitely. Stoutland is gonna remain like that. You're ugly. Zatu shiny. Pretty much no difference. Camel. Ooh. Do I like that? No, not really. I kind of like red more than I. Klinklang is gold, right? No, it's not. I am not really sure how to feel about that. Oh, you're gonna be shiny as well. I don't know how to feel about shiny Klinklang. I guess that's to be decided. And Camel. You're gonna be non-shiny. I don't know. I'll decide on Camerupt and Klinklang. But yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. As always, be sure to leave a like down below if you're excited. If you're excited, if you're rooting for the Slovenia Slowbros, leave a comment. Let me know a suggestion, or let me know what you think of my team. Leave a suggestion for the nicknames, and yeah, that's it for me. Be sure to check out the next week when the battle is gonna go up. And yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm out.